EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Vegas. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete. 3rd down. So that challenge, a successful one. Owned back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now Jackson on the move. He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. Now give on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. In motion comes Walker. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They have been stuffed twice. What will they do here on 3rd down and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, Vegas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Jackson. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Jackson now on second down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Charger first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's a third down and 4. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. From a little further back, here's second and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Third and goal. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. To a tight end motioning left here. On third and goal, they'll run for it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
This one taken at the 7. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Tight end going in motion here. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's going to air this one out. That's hard. And he's in. Touchdown, L.A. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. That's caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And now it's 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. And he will have the 1st down. But hold everything here. Flag is down. This play may not stand. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll be taken down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
To the pylon, he's in. Pass Walker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Motion man is Rice. A first down throw for Jackson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll take off again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, and getting out of bounds.
Second down and 8. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson out of the pistol. He'll go right and find his running back. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Receiver in motion, headed left. Here's a run. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4-down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Motion man is Rice. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. To the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brendan Rice, touchdown Chargers. The extra point is good. And the Chargers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Putting the tight end in motion. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That's caught left side by Bowers. Down the sideline. And he will score. Game on. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Raiders. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Play action now. Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. So, just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's a run going left. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.